soul's intact.
Woo! This woman's soul is intact right now. You are listening to the beautiful, harmonious sounds of Bob Andy and Marcia Griffiths right there. Young, gifted, and so black. We pay respect to Bob Andy right now, who is guiding us in spirit and in music, even though he left this earth physically. We'll talk about that inside Every Woman. Link up at the Chill Spot Fridays. This is for every woman who has had to cry herself to sleep, had her heart broken, or struggling to make ends meet. This is for every woman making big boss moves, juggling motherhood, or just walking in her purpose. For every woman who wants to feed her soul and her mind. Let us speak openly and freely together. Welcome to all the listeners and all the viewers. I thank you for joining me right now in Every Woman. I am mother, I am wife, I am friend, I am sister, I am cousin, I am daughter, I am woman. My mother's name is Joy, and she guides me right now in spirit. I am Emprezz Golding. It's a Friday, and I promised you that the Honorable Marcia Griffiths, ODCD, will be joining us at the Chill Spot. Every Friday, we're just gonna chill, talk to a soulful somebody who's doing big things and who can inspire and lift us to live our best life. Music is healing. Music takes us to places that nothing and nobody else can take us. And I believe that every Friday we should hear from some of our great Jamaican musicians who have paved the way for us, putting Jamaica on the map and allowing for the musicians today to be able I am Empress Golding, honored to be in this seat, honored to sit at the feet. I feel like I want to get down on my knees and say, "Oh, honorable queen," because I am an African woman, yeah, and that's where we pay respect to our elders, and that's a message we need to talk about. Sometimes you see an older lady or an elder lady or a wiser lady on the bus, and some of you men not getting up and giving her the seat. Even you young women, we need to have more conversations as women about how we should live as a people and the respect we must pay to those who have paved the way. That was all my life there. The sounds of Marcia Griffiths. All right, big up to all our listeners who are tuning in. Send us your favorite Marcia Griffiths song on the YouTube Nationwide 90 FM page. We see them coming through. Angie B says, Marcia, you're like a breath of fresh air. Everybody's really feeling the music.
Wow.
They say it feels nice. Let's just bring you in right now. Ladies and gentlemen, she's the queen and matriarch of reggae music, Marcia L. Griffiths, ODCD. She has contributed so much to our music and to our culture. She's royal, prestigious, majestic, and full of harmony, full of peace. She is that peaceful woman. You see, when she steps in a room, you just feel good. The Honorable Marcia Griffiths, welcome to Every Woman. How are you?
Oh, I am wonderful and I'm giving God thanks. In this Gideon time, we have a lot to give thanks for when we can sit here and have this conversation.
Why is gratitude so important? So many people complain about everything, and you're walking in and saying, we give thanks. Why should we give thanks more?
We should do that continually, every single day. No matter what the situation or the condition, we have to constantly give God thanks. Because we're alive, and once there's life, there's hope. Even in this serious pandemic time, it has brought me to realize not to take anything or anyone for granted, because we're all precious in God's sight. And it brought me closer to my brothers and sisters to realize that we have each other, and that's how we should live. We live for others and we live again.
Yes. Oh, words there. Remember, when you're listening to Marcia Griffiths and you're listening to any guest inside Every Woman, get your pen and paper out. So many nuggets, right? This is school now. We're in school. All right. So, Auntie Marcia, may I call you that?
Sure, please. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Excellent. You grew up in Hannahtown. Share your experiences as a little girl in Hannahtown before you were 10 years old. What was life like?
Wow. I usually say that if I had the opportunity, if I was given the opportunity to be a young girl again, there's no way I would trade my experience that I've lived from then. I would never trade it to be young again because this generation will never see the days that I saw. And the love and the unity and everything was just so beautiful. The food was different because there was no, we didn't know about any fertilizer. Everything was just so natural. So much love. You could walk the street. I mean, it wasn't Mount Zion, but of course, we were feeling free and so much love. And, you know, even in political affairs, you would see rather than guns, you saw this one with a broom sweeping out that party and, you know, things like that. But never what I am seeing in this time, in
And
this
we're
life.
going back to the 1960s and
Yes,
just before that.
yes.
And you've had a 50 something year career in music.
57, incidentally, Easter Monday, I'm celebrating 57 years.
Wow.
Yes, because my parents, they were very strict, my father and my grandmother. I think they were actually very hard on us because we weren't bad children compared to what's going on now. So I wasn't, none of us were able to go through the gate after 8 o'clock. You know, when school, homework, and you have to stay inside and very strict. So there was a guy living in the same yard who had a guitar. And that was like something special for us because we have never seen anything like that. And he usually fool around on the guitar and he wrote this song called Wall of Love. And I remember I always sitting with youth and singing with him on this guitar. And that was like from 11, you know, 'cause I'm still going to school. And one night there was a friend of mine who lived next door. And she had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend ended up to be Philip James from the Blues Busters. And that was a popular duet that time. So he came to visit this girl, Dolly, and I was singing, harmonizing one of Utan's song while he was playing the guitar, and he was just knocked out that night. No, this, I was 12 years old.
This is really the beginning of Marcia the singer.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So let me ask you, as we say, to paint the picture of that time. What was the medium? Which medium did you use to listen to music? You know, like was there a radio?
One
TV?
little radio fusion.
Tell me about that.
Radio fusion is just one channel. You can't get nothing else but RGR. You know, and that's all we had. And we were influenced at that time by American music. You know, of course, we used to listen to Mento and all that, you know, and I loved the Mento with the little box and things. So, but we could just listen to the radio and love the music. I used to listen to Dionne Warwick, Aretha Franklin, all those. I was inspired actually by Aretha and Patti LaBelle.
Yes. So much power in the voices of Aretha and Patti. Now let's go to when you were 11 years old, that big stage. Now, I met Byron Lee and the Dragonaires.
Yeah.
And I know that that was one of your first big performances when they were performing.
That
and
was my
that was your big
first
debut.
big performance.
Tell me about that big stage and when you got on stage with them, what happened? Here we go.
It was Easter Monday morning at Carib Theatre, and every morning, every Easter, they have morning concert, and it's usually Byron Lee band with a host of artists like Hortense Ellis was, you know, one of the maybe the only female singer then, and he insists that I come on this performance, Philip. And I went to the rehearsal, but they didn't endorse me at all. They didn't want me on the program because Byron said this program was already planned and he cannot accommodate me. But Philip is affectionately called Bossy. He insists and said, no, Byron, you have to put on this little girl.
What was Philip though? He was a manager. He was a
No, man, Philip is from the Blues
oh from the
Busters.
Blues Busters. Yes, you
Yes.
mentioned that. Okay, Philip from the
Yeah.
Blues Busters said, "No man, you have to put her on the
Well,
stage."
he's the one who heard me singing with you
Right.
then and said, wow, I have to put you on this show. And he has never heard anything like this. So
Okay, all right, connect now. It's
it
connected. Okay.
was a task.
What happened?
I went to the rehearsal, one song, No Time to Lose by Carla Thomas. The morning of the show, I wasn't, they didn't even know what to call me, so they called me Linny Griff. So,
Lenny Green. Where'd that come?
Linny Griff. They just make up that name because I'm Lynette Griffiths.
Right, there you go.
Anyway, when I walked out there, guess what?
What?
They just make up their mind, say, boy, them going sabotage me this morning. Because it was a fight not to have me on the program. And I'm standing there, one innocent little girl, waiting for the guitar because the guitar starts that song, waiting for the guitar to start so I can come in and say, oh, I got no time to lose. And I'm standing there and I hear the audience start getting, mumbling. Nothing is happening. And when I turn around, I never even know you're not supposed to turn around. When I turn around and look at the band, I saw them laughing. And I know that this was sabotage.
No,
Even
bad mind, as we would
as
say.
little as I was, I know. But God was with me even from that young, tender age because I heard a voice say, little girl, you better start sing because this thing looking serious. And I just started to sing without them. And they better follow me.
Yeah.
And I can't even find the words to tell you what happened that morning. It's like the roof was lifting off because those days when you emulate any singer, you cross every T, you dot every I. So if you close your eyes, you would believe that Carla Thomas was
Was
singing.
singing.
Because we try to emulate that any female singer that we're doing, if it's Aretha, Dionne Warwick, whoever. So when at the end of the song, oh my goodness, they say, bring her back, but I didn't have anything else to sing.
One song.
And can I tell you how happy Philip was? Because he won. He proved to everybody that it was really worth me going on the stage. And right away, Ronnie Nasrallah, fortunately, he just passed. Ronnie Nasrallah, he was managing Byron Lee. He immediately wanted to manage me right away, but I was taken from Carib Theatre, walked down to Studio One, which is short
Whoa,
walk.
whoa, whoa! The big Studio One.
Yes.
So many great artists came out
Oh,
of
that's
Studio
where
One.
everyone graduate.
Everybody graduated. That was a
Yes.
school. That was a studio. Cox and Dodd.
That was a university.
Yeah, and Cox and Dodd had done a lot, I think, for the musicians. But in hindsight now with the music business, I want to talk about the business and the industry because there are a lot of royalties out there that reggae artists haven't been able to collect. Have we done business,
Wow.
the best business for ourselves as it relates to reggae business?
Tell me about it. Listen to me. There's so much that we don't know. The greatest thing I know is to know. So, as you say, there's so much out there. And a lot of us are in the dark. But luckily for me, I met Bob Andy, and he was knowledgeable of the business of the music. He was so much aware of the business part, registering songs and owning your songs and publishing and all that. He was very knowledgeable
Because he was a great writer.
Oh.
And he penned many big hits. He penned a lot of your songs as well.
The decade of the 60s, every song I did at Studio One was written by Bob Andy.
Wow, may he rest in peace. As we pay tribute to him, because you've just mentioned his name, and I had the privilege of also knowing and meeting him, what would be your favorite song, Bob Andy song? Whether it's one he wrote for you or one you performed with him, what's your favorite?
It's not easy to have a one favorite song.
Give me
because-
10 then.
Well, I could easily give you. I have a lot of favorite from Bob that
Yes.
he wrote. That was I was the inspiration for those songs being written. One of my favorite Bob Andy song is "Desperate Lover."
We're going to pull that. Look for that one, people.
Yes.
Desperate Lover.
That-
I'm writing them down.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
"Desperate Lover" is one of my favorite songs, and I Don't Want to See You Cry. Those two songs were written like for me, not for me to sing, but because of the relationship. I went to Germany, and on my return, he wrote that song, How Do You Feel When Your Baby's Gone?
Mm.
And I Don't Want to See You Cry, that Ken Boothe ended up doing, was written when he went up in the hills to know himself or to find himself. And he wrote that, that was like a letter written to me that he left on my dresser.
Oh, so it
So
comes
it
from a
ended
very
up,
real place. I guess
yes.
that's why the music is so good. We speak of Bob Andy. I think we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. Alrighty, that one there, Dreamland by Marcia Griffiths. I'm playing that for you, the listeners. You've been texting, WhatsApping, and calling and sending your messages on YouTube, Nationwide 90 FM. So you asked for it. I'm going to give it to you. As a woman, I am here to please you respectfully. Okay? We're going to go to the phone lines. We have one of our viewers inside every woman and a listener, or a listener, because we're all over the place now, who wants to join us inside this link up at the chill spot. Hello, caller. Welcome to every woman.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad.
All right, speak up and talk up.
Yes, I want to say congratulations to Marcia.
Oh,
That
thank
is.
you, thank you,
Yes.
thank you, my brother.
Yeah, Marcia.
Yeah?
I always I love your song, for way back in the 60s.
Oh, gosh.
When you're Bob Marley. Bob Marley. Um, the one you just song we play a while ago. So, is one of the greatest songs you ever sing. One say, how do you feel when you
Okay, Desperate Lover. Yes.
that's
Yeah,
Marcia.
that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
Just keep the fire burning, my
yeah.
brother.
You know,
Yeah.
you say, Marcia,
Yeah.
I was at Spanish Town Road up on a two-floor building working.
Yeah.
And when I hear that song, I just come down off of the two-floor building and just go in at the record shop and said, take off the record and give me. How much?
Oh, gosh.
All right,
How
caller.
much?
Caller, what is your name?
Roderick.
All
Rajay?
right, Roderick,
Roderick.
enough love and blessings. And as I
Yeah,
said, keep the fire burning, Roderick.
yeah, darling.
All
Okay.
All
right.
right, thank you
Yeah,
so
man.
much, Roderick.
Yeah.
All right, we have somebody, Johnny Johnson, is saying, Marcia looking good. Black dog
That's
crack.
true.
They said,
Johnny.
Johnny
Johnny,
Johnson.
big up yourself, Johnny.
It's true, you look good.
JJ.
JJ. You do
Yeah.
look good. We are inside every woman with you, Marcia Griffiths. What is it that you're eating or doing that makes you look so good at 70 something?
No, my dear.
You know-
Look, you sound like the lady that.
What you
Please.
eat?
I
What you
don't know why
doing?
everybody pushing my age.
What you eat?
Listen,
60?
look here now.
No,
No,
don't worry about your age. You've done
no.
57 years of music.
Listen.
Yeah.
You know, I am performing at the Pegasus
Uh-huh.
maybe 2 years ago. And I am up there performing, and these ladies sitting watching the performance. But I had two friends sitting behind them. And here the lady them now, Jesus, what a way she look good for 80.
Oh no, I never go so far. No. I'm terrible.
No, wait, no, that time you don't even reach 70.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Well, you do look about 48.
Well, whatever. Listen, age is a number.
That's true.
And it's not only about food, yeah, what you eat, but it's not only about food. You see your thoughts? That is what make you. Whatever is inside reflects on the outside.
Ooh.
Because if your thoughts are not clean and good and healthy, you're not going to reflect healthy.
Hold on, everybody. Nugget. Write it down. Did you hear what this lady said? It is your
No,
thoughts.
this is something that I know it's a
Yes.
reality. I have seen many of my colleagues in the business, I wouldn't call any name, but I've seen bitterness and anger poison their body and just, they're gone.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much for that little tip and trick. We have another caller. Julia. Hello. Welcome to Every Woman Inside. Junior. Oh, I thought it was Julia. Apologies, Junior. I'm not call you Julia. I just thought it was a woman calling, but looks like the mons them are tuning, so I just love them. All right, Junior, bless up. Welcome.
Emprezz, I started listening, I think, from Monday,
Yes.
and you bring a life to the radio.
Thank you.
Yes, and I want to say something to Marcia.
Aye, go ahead, Junior. I'm listening, my dear.
Marcia, I am 50 years old,
Oh, you're a young man.
and I used to own a sound system. Ran Moshe even practice on my sound system.
Mm.
And Dreamland, having on my Dreamland, that's my favorite Marcia.
Give thanks.
Glad to hear,
Believe
Junior.
Yeah.
me.
Thank
And,
you.
and I'm going to wish you all the best. Even when you reach 70, 80,
90, 90.
90,
Yeah, or
90,
hundred.
if I'm best song on your bed and smile. Just smile a while and give your face a rest.
That's
Because
the
you have
new
long life.
prescription that doctors are giving now, laughter. That's the greatest prescription.
And I say big up yourself and
Yes.
just ride smooth. I want you to put on the engine and use a paddle.
All right. Yeah, man, a
A
good
paddle.
workout, that.
Yes.
And yes,
Believe me.
yes.
Yes.
Give
Empress,
thanks.
Yes,
Give
Junior.
Empress,
thanks.
you make my day just these few days because I'm visually impaired
Mm-hmm.
and I don't leave out of my house
Oh,
and radio
no.
bring life to me.
Oh, I'm so
Right?
happy. This is why we are here, and God knows what God is doing. And as a woman, I am here to bring joy to every single
Yes.
human tuning in. And the women that I bring on the show and the men, we are supposed to together bring that happiness, bring that
Yeah.
joy, only positive thoughts. We only have hope, 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 hope for a better nation, for
Yeah.
our children and grandchildren. So,
Truly.
Junior, me love you, but me have to leave, because I
Yeah.
don't
All
have
right,
every day
Junior.
with the Queen.
Yeah.
I'm representing Westmoreland Belmont.
Big up in
Wow. Yeah,
yourself.
man. Yes.
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 That's all.
Enough respect. Yeah.
Large.
You take
Dreamland
care of
Yeah.
thing.
yourself, Marcia.
Yeah. Give thanks. Give thanks.
Auntie Marcia, tomorrow we'll be celebrating the right excellent, is that how you say it, Bob Marley, or the honorable, most
All the
honorable? You all have
accolades.
so many, both of you all have so many accolades. Sometimes I'm just like, let me just call them all the most honorable, the
Look
greatest.
here.
Tomorrow.
Humility is the greatest. That's all I know.
That you have. Let's talk about Bob. I trees. When did you meet Bob Marley? And when did the I trees come together?
I
When
met Bob the very same day, Easter Monday, when I walked from Carib Theatre to Studio One. There was Bob, Peter, all the great artists that I've heard about. Ken Boo, Deptones, Delroy. The only person I knew was Bunny, Jabby, because we go way back from kindergarten.
wow.
Yeah, Bunny used to wait. I used to wait at my gate, and Bunny hold my hand and drop me at liquor school, and he
Aw.
continued to big school.
I love how you said that's what the schools were called at the
Liquor
time.
school, no prep or
Yes.
kindergarten.
Liquor school,
Liquor school.
and big school.
Yes.
See, just make it easy.
Yeah,
Now
liquor
we're
school and
confusing
big
the thing.
school,
Prep
yeah.
school, primary school. There's too
Yeah.
much confusion. Let's go back to liquor school and big school. So, okay, so you met Bob then, and you met all of the greats at that time. When did you begin singing and harmonizing with Bob Marley or the Wailers? When did all of that
When I
connection
met
happen?
Bob that day, I had no vision or no thought that I would end up singing with Bob, because I went straight in the studio, recorded the same song that this guy, from In My Yard we used to do. It's still on the tape there, never released. But it was not until I met Sister Rita the same day,
Oh, she
and I
was there
felt
too?
I felt very comfortable seeing another sister, because it was male dominated strictly. So seeing Sister Rita, we became very close, and I remember 1974. Mr. Dodd invited me and Sister Rita to Studio One to sing some harmonies, not knowing that he had assigned Sister Judy as well. So all three of us met there, but I didn't know Sister Judy, that well, because she started after I did.
Yes.
So all three of us went in the studio and we did the harmony for the songs that Mr. Dodd asked us to come and do. And I had a performance that weekend at the House of Chen in New Kingston. So I asked them if they would come and do some harmonies. And they said, oh, yes. We had a quick rehearsal because my songs at the time were popular. So, like Dreamland and those songs. Tell Me No, all the Studio One songs. Anyway, On the third night of the performance, we decided to do a little jam session on stage. And Sweet Inspirations was a popular group in Jamaica. So that's the songs we did. And the audience loved it and said, why you girls don't form a group?
How old were you then? I'm looking at, like, were you still a teenager or you had...
No, we were 20.
Okay, this is
Right,
going,
20,
right, this
yeah.
is late. This is, okay, in
20,
your early 20s
maybe
now.
22.
I'm just looking at the order from when you were 11 and then,
Yeah.
that teenage years. You were in the studio,
Yeah, we
you
were.
were recording, you were...
I was maybe about 25, 24.
When,
Yeah.
and you had Dreamland was out.
Yes.
You were popular.
Most of my hit songs were from Studio One that Bob Andy wrote. Tell Me No, Melody Life, Truly Mark My Word, Feel Like Jumping. So, but I used to sing American songs,
Right.
and shows like that. So the audience loved what they heard and they say, form a group. And I said, why not? And I said, let's call ourselves I3. And Sister Rita said, I3? She said, what you mean? I said, it's like saying we three, but instead of saying we three, you say I three.
So is it I threes or I trees?
I three. You know, the I and I thing,
Yeah,
you know?
I and I overstand,
Yeah.
Auntie Marcia.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you, when did you first get on a plane with I3s and where did you go? Were you afraid when you got on the plane? Tell me about that experience.
Oh, no. When Bob heard that we formed the group, and I usually say coming together as a group was ordained by the Almighty God. It was never a mistake because at that time, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bonnie Whaler had one of the biggest fallout until this day. So when he heard that we formed the group, he called us in to do Natty Dread, number one. Then we went in there with the Jolly after His Majesty's passing, and the rest is history. We went on a plane first when 1974, when Bob went on a tour.
What was the plane like?
And
plane ride like?
Well, I was going on plane long
oh,
before
okay,
that.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But let me tell you, the whole world know that I am scared of flying. Every single flight attendant knows me and everybody because I don't hold back anything on plane when I'm ready to bawl out and what have you. And a lot of people who is afraid, they hold it in and other things
Oh,
happen.
you ball it out.
Yes. But let me tell you, while we were traveling with Bob Marley for the years from early 70s until the day he passed, I was never fearful. I had no doubt that we are all missionary on a mission from God. So every time I take off on a plane and Bob is there, I just picture the angels at the two side piloting us.
He was mystical, eh?
Oh my goodness. Bob Marley is a person who opened my eyes to know that the music was not just fun and entertainment. It was much deeper. It's a responsibility that you have to people, to the world. Because when I used to sing and enjoy, just singing, is when I saw how serious this man took his music that I said, my God, this is a serious business, man. This is not just entertainment. He was the one who made me start singing songs of reality, truth, and showing me that is really the message is the most important thing in the songs.
Wow. That leads me to my next question. The music of today. You have seen generations of genre shifts in music and different kinds of artists taking on big stages and the audiences are screaming like they did when you were 11 on that stage at Carib with Byron Lee. The types of entertainers who are leading now, where the audiences are screaming, hey, how do you feel about the message in the music now? With the popular music that we're seeing coming out of Jamaica, the most popular music.
I never usually put label to music because I say music is music, but there is a difference. Because why do you think God calls upon the singers and the players of instrument? It's because we are the most important. Once you have a God-given talent, and you are called to do this work through the medium of the music, then you must be contributing in a positive way to teach, educate, and uplift. And if you are not doing that, then you're on the wrong road. It's not music you're about, and it's not a God given talent. Because if you have a God given talent, you don't need anything else to go with it. No exposure of any part of your body, but I mean, different strokes for different folks, and we're living in a different world, new generation, and different kind of vibes. And what I beseech every day, every time I get a opportunity like this, I never fail to beseech to the singers, young DJs, young female, because I see the business going so nice with so many women now, and I'm depending on them. Most of them will say that I have been their inspiration and I was inspired and I am their role model, but I want them to be on the right road, to send the right message in the music, even if it's hardcore dancehall, no matter what.
Get the message right.
Get the message, because the music is our only weapon, the most powerful weapon we have. And this is what we have to use to get the message across and to unite the world.
Oh, unite the world. That was the mission of Bob, the mission of you as you all sang on stages across the world. But you spoke about being an inspiration. And I can tell you, when I got up this morning, I had another dress I was going to wear. And then I paused and I looked at the dress. I'm every woman, so I can flip the script,
Yeah.
And then I said to myself, oh my goodness, I'm going to be in the presence of you, Auntie Marcia, of the Queen. And I said, oh, no, 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 that dress can't. I've got to sit down with Auntie Marcia. So I went in my cupboard and I pulled out this.
Wow.
And
Culture.
Yes,
Yeah.
culture. And you have always inspired me when it comes to fashion and style. And then I pulled out this outfit, which was my mom's outfit. So when she passed
Wow,
away,
so
and I
much-
wanted something that was going to bring the energy
Good
of a mother.
energy,
You're a
yeah,
mother. You're a
good-
mother of three.
Good energy.
And you
Yeah.
have a great, immaculate style. And so you inspired me as well today. But let's talk about your fashion. As a woman to woman, yeah? Fashion. I think you have a style like none other. What inspired you, your fashion style?
Nothing. Ever since I knew myself, my grandmother was a seamstress, and I used to use some of the fabric that she had and just drape my skinny little body. And she used to, be angry, but I just loved to be different.
Yeah.
I remember I always tried to ordain myself royally and just look different from everyone else. And it's something that has been in me ever since, I was aware of what's going on, because I would hate to be up on a stage in my nice one of a kind thing, and when I look down there I see somebody wearing it too. So
You're the
I
only
just
one.
I just love to be different. So it's
Yes.
something that is within me. And I'm very happy when I see other young female try to emulate the way I would carry myself or the way I dress or a headdress. And I never feel complete without a headpiece.
Yes, yes. I noticed probably 99% of the time. I remember
Yes.
I was in Miami. We shared a stage. I was hosting, and you performed there. And I just every stage I've seen you in every country, immaculate presentation, and definitely one of a kind. All right, fashion tip now for women. Give them 3 tips. Fashion tips. Go.
Well, you can take the least and make the most.
Take the least and make the most. Writing it
Yeah.
down. Fashion tip number 2.
Yeah, you can just take a piece of fabric and just drape it anyway. You can do the same with your head. Just use a piece of fabric and just go for it.
Drape it and go for it.
And you are just one of a kind.
And one of a kind.
One of a kind.
All right, we'll leave those 2. That is more than enough. The electric slide now, that boogie woogie woogie big tune that gets every single audience moving. Who made up that dance? Who wrote that song? And what has it done for your career?
I think we need to talk whole thing wrong with this song. This song started in 19. It was recorded in 1983. It came from a rhythm box that I bought. I three went to Canada to perform, and as usual, 9 out of 10 times we get a hard luck story, no money. Each of us got 700 Canadian dollars. I took my $700, went downtown, saw this rhythm box for maybe $300, and I bought the rhythm box, bring it back to Jamaica. And because Bonnie and myself go way back from school, he used to visit me and bring the best fruits from Portland. So he came there. I said, Jabby, look on this rhythm box, and I showed him all the different sounds. The repeater sound on the piano, which is dominant in the song. And he loved it. So he recorded the beat with the repeater sound on the piano, took it to Portland, wrote the song, came back the next day. We called in Sly and Robbie, went in the studio, and we laid the track. And it was just, everything was spontaneous. We never sit on it or sleep on it. And the song was a voice song released by Christmas. The song went to the #1.
That's Everywhere by Marica Griffiths. She is inside every woman today. This is Link Up at the Chill Spot Fridays. This is what we're going to do every Friday. Just link up at the Chill Spot. Whether it's you and me and you send me the songs you want me to play. I'm not a DJ, so don't expect no mixing and all of that excitement. We play the tune and then we talk. And then we play the tune and then we talk, because I love to talk.
Same way.
Oh, it's so now. Over so now, Marcia. I need a DJ lesson or two. We have some callers who want to speak to you, and it's all about our listeners and our viewers.
It's all about them.
Good.
Yeah.
So let's take a phone call. We have an Auntie Sally on the line. Hi, Auntie Sally.
Hi, Emprezz. How are you?
I'm great.
Hi, Marcia.
Hi, greetings, Auntie Sally. Greetings.
Eh?
Greetings to you.
I thank you, but if I would just say, I say, hi, Marcia, how you doing? She doesn't know me personally. I know her. And if you told me she was going to be, I'd come to the studio and do the electric slide for you.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Auntie Sally, you want to send a message to Auntie Marcia or ask her a question?
No, I just want to wish her all the best.
Thank
and
you
I
so much.
congratulate her. She sounds so very young and positive.
Oh,
You know, so that's what I'd like to do.
Thank you so much.
To let her know that I don't go to any party and the electric slide is playing and by Marica Griffiths and don't dance it.
That is true. Wow, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you.
Send us a video. Send us a video. Auntie Sally, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much.
Darling. One of these days show you how to do it.
All right. Listen, I need a lesson or two. Make we talk. We save the number.
Man,
all right, I'm coming to Auntie Sally's electric boogie class.
Darling. All the best to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, that's something that every primary school and high school, you see, when she spoke, I'm thinking about it. That, you know how they have dance classes, etc.?
Yeah.
I think we have to take them on a musical journey, the history of music and dance. And I think that every teacher listening, every dance teacher, make sure that every little picnic in little school and big school knows how to do the electric
No, my
slide.
dear, it starts in kindergarten.
Yeah,
To
that's the little
home
school
for
I
the-
meant.
Home for the age.
Oh yes, all
Yeah.
the way up. It's for everybody.
I have video with a 97-year-old woman in the front line with her stick doing the slide. And I have if you go on YouTube, you see this lady, she requested for her birthday 103 to do the electric slide.
That is so cool.
You can go on YouTube and see it.
All right, listeners, go and look that one up. That's the conversation to have at home this evening. This evening, your homework is to play only Marica Griffiths songs. And then tomorrow, you only play Bob Marley songs or any song that focuses on positive reggae. That's your homework for this weekend. All right, we're going to go to another phone call now. We have Hopeton. Hello, Hopeton. Welcome to Every Woman.
Hi, Emprezz. All the best. I remember you from days back at Ari.
No, man.
Ari.
Oh, come, I never did that on the other station.
No,
Not
man,
that one.
Ari. I meant Ari.
R-E-T-V, yes.
Just a slip of the tongue. Anyway,
Yeah.
listen, Marcia.
Yes.
Boy, I feel so honored to be able to say how to do to you.
Greetings,
And
Hopeton. Yeah,
I
man.
have three quick questions for you.
Yeah, man.
What do you attribute to your longevity of 50 years or more in the music industry? And also, just tell us a little briefly about your Chocomo lawn experience.
Wow, you've
And the
gone so
impact-
far back
And
there.
the impact of Babsy Grange and right, excellent.
I didn't know her then, you know. I was
Edward
like,
Phillips Siaga.
no, I didn't know her then.
You didn't know
Back then,
Siaga?
I was born and raised in Hannahtown. My parents, my father took me to this function on Wellington Street, I think Chocomo Lawn was.
Okay.
And I said to somebody there while my father was there, I said, I can sing, you know. And Mr. Siaga lift me up and put me on the truck back.
Yes.
That was my first encounter. And I went up there and sing. I don't remember what the song was, but that was just one, you know, incident that I can never forget because you know, I didn't know anybody else until I grew up and, you know, turned big before I saw them again. You know, I didn't know Babsy all the time still, you know.
Right. And very quickly, Marcia, any plans to retire? And
No.
Any plans for any new album?
What did I say? I shall sing as long as I live.
Shall sing.
congrats.
And let me
Any
tell
new
you something.
album?
As
Any new
long
albums coming?
new album, yes.
Just give us a little preview and make it be something, you know, a world premiere of what's going to come on that. For all it.
You hear him?
Look here. I want to answer the question you asked
Just
me
between
first.
me and you, though. Just a little secret between me and you.
Yes, but look here. You see the longevity thing there now?
Yes.
Boy, I have to just say it's from the Almighty God who is preserving me, and I know my work is still not finished.
Okay.
And I am doing it to the best of my ability to teach and educate and to touch souls, as many as I can, through the medium of the music that I am doing. And the whole longevity, humility has a lot to do with longevity.
Okay.
You know, the hype and everything else, you know, it's not about that. You know, and that's what I really want to tell everyone, that we are on a mission. We are missionaries. Once we are communicating through the music, we have to recognize that. So that longevity is not all about, as I said earlier to Emprezz, it's not about just eating right, which you have to do and exercise. It's thoughts and what you send, you know. It comes from within.
The message is, you know, the positive vibes.
Yes.
Hope Tom, we have to leave it
All
there.
the best, yes.
You
And
know,
congrats, lovely.
thank you, Hope Tom. She is so timeless. Marcia Griffiths
Indeed.
inside.
Thanks for your questions, Opton.
Yes. Hope Ton inside every woman. We're going to go to the phone lines again. Hello, caller.
Hi. Hi, Marcia.
Hi, greetings.
Marcia.
Yes, darling.
Hold on. I know this voice. Who's this?
You know who this is, Marcia?
No.
Empress?
This sounds
No.
like the minister. Is this Babsy Grange, our minister of culture?
It is Sister Marcia.
Oh
My God.
You're
It
listening?
is Sister
Oh my goodness.
Babsy.
But we were just talking about you.
Really? Hope it was good.
No, we were just talking about the days at Chocomo Lawn and Mr. Eddie, we call him then,
Yes.
lift me up
Yes.
and put me on the truck
Put
back.
you on
When
the
I
flatbed
said to
truck.
somebody that I can sing, you know, I was there with my father and I went up on they put me on the truck back and I sang. That was my first experience of singing
That's right.
anywhere.
That's right. Marcia, we are so proud of you. The West Kingston family is so proud of you.
Oh gosh.
And you are still beautiful.
Oh,
You are
coming from
aged
you, I am so
gracefully.
thankful. Thank you so. I can say the same about you too, my sister.
Well, maybe it's something about West Kingston.
Well, it has to be. Why, that's the place. That's the place.
Wow. You know, this is a very big surprise, and I'm
Beautiful.
I'm sitting in the midst of two honorable women, Honorable Olivia Grange, tuning in to Every Woman, people.
Wow.
Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. Minister, I want to ask you, if you could say one thing to Marcia right now about how she has paved the way for us younger generation in every element of music and entertainment, what would you say? And how has she?
I would say, Marcia, you have been exemplary. You have truly made us as women in the business
very proud. You have set a great example for the young ones. And you continue to be gracious and grateful.
Wow.
And I know you are grateful for the blessings that you have.
I am.
And may God continue to guide and keep you.
Amen.
And continue to sing. I know that's your life.
Yes,
Singing.
it is. Regardless
Right?
of what's...
I shall sing.
Oh, as long as I live.
Long as I live.
And I quickly want to tell you to continue doing the good work that you are doing for mankind. You know, I am undressing politics now. I'm speaking to you as an individual, a woman. Continue to do what you're doing.
Thank you, Marcia.
You're blessed.
And we are so
Yes.
proud of you. And you have many, many more years to go.
Oh,
And your voice will
amen.
continue
Thank you so
to be
much, my
beautiful.
royal sister. Give thanks.
And
God bless you.
Minister, you know,
Yes?
as a young person, we were speaking earlier about preserving and making sure that we educate the young generation about queens who have paved the way like Marcia, you know, and I don't know
Yes.
how we're going to do it to make sure it's a part embedded in our culture and our curriculum, that her music, her legacy, her peaceful like manner should be a part of our everyday DNA. How do we ensure that this happens in all institutions, in all homes, in all areas and walks of life of Jamaica?
Well, media plays a critical role. And your program can chart a path.
Amen.
My role as minister can chart a path. And many other women out there who are in leadership positions can chart that path.
Yes, that's
and take along with us young women and men and guide them in changing this society to be a gentler society and a society that appreciates those who have paved the way, those on whose shoulders they will stand. We just have to continue the work.
Yes,
The
yes,
journey is a
yes,
long
yes,
journey,
yes,
but
yes.
we have to continue and not get weary.
All right.
right.
Thank you so much for calling in, Minister. It's not every day.
Thank you.
It's not every day a minister calls into your show. So I am totally honored.
Special. This is a special.
Yes, a special day. It means something. So thank you, Minister, and continue to do the hard work and the good work.
Emprezz.
Thank
And
you.
Sister Marcia, love you.
Love you more. Lots of blessings.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Bless
Thank
you.
you. That was the
Thank
honorable.
you.
The Honorable Olivia Grange, CDMP, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. She listens to every woman, so that's pretty cool.
That's good. Great. That's
And
great.
you, Honorable Queen, unfortunately, we have to leave it there. But as we run out now, in 1 minute, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and you have to just quick answers. All right? So, what's your favorite food?
Vegetarian. Vegetarian. No, at my age, I have to eat right.
All right. What makes you upset? What makes you just
When people are not honest.
integrity is a
Yes.
must, says the Queen right now. You have 3 sons. What was it like being a mom?
Oh, it's
Or what is it like? Because now you still are a mom of 3 grown
I will
sons.
forever be a mom. I'm a mother for the whole world. But you see, my 3 sons that I gave birth to, wow, I give God thanks for that experience. The love, if nobody else love you, you know your children love you, and I love them. So it's a special feeling. And I'm mother and father, so it's extra special.
So much crisis in our country. You know, women being raped, girls being raped, young men, the main perpetrators of crime. What would be your advice to these young men and the women and the mothers who harbor some of them?
Wow, that's why I asked you to do that song, Survival. I dedicated that song to all my sisters for the pain and suffering and the abuse that they are all gone through. But most importantly, I think the music, we have to send the positive message through the music, because it's not about, as I said earlier, it's not about just dancing and listening and enjoying. It's the message I have to teach them. Barry Salmon teach them. Freddie McGregor. Name every artist. Try to send the message, and people respond to the music more than anything else. We can't live without music. From the baby born, them find a rhythm and start to move. That I usually say they should teach the lessons through music in the schools.
Ooh, write it down. Write it down. Use music to teach every single subject matter. All right, Auntie Marcia, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your entire life that you can never forget? The maddest, craziest thing you've ever seen?
This pandemic.
Lord of gosh, that is so true. And now I'm going to ask you to tell me, you are the selector. You're going to go now because you are a busy woman. I know you have things to do. Your phone is blowing up in the other room. All right. Everybody wants a piece of you today, especially as we celebrate our reggae month.
Oh, yes.
And Bob Marley's birthday. And because they're listening to you, the phones are blowing up. So I'm going to allow you to go and bless and heal another woman, another child, or another man.
Yes.
Wherever you go next today.
I do that every day.
I know that.
Yeah, and I should mention here that I am most happy in my entire career, 57 years. One of my greatest accomplishments in the business is to have inspired all of these young singers. The business is so beautiful. We have little sugar, little spice, little coffee. And, everything is just so together.
So nice. See? A little sugar, a little spice, a little coffee.
Everything. I love them all. Yes. And I just want to make sure they are on the right path.
Can I get an amen?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Yes, Rasta. Yes, Jah. Yes, woman. May you walk in peace. I am going to play another tune. When we come back after this break, it's all about the songs that you want to hear, all the Marcia Griffiths songs you want to hear. I'm going to play them for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to play Peaceful Woman. Then we take a break and we come back and I just play the songs that you asked me to play. All right, Auntie Marcia Griffiths, the Honorable Marcia Griffiths, thank you so much.
I just want to thank you for having me and continue to do this because we depend on this. This is part of the healing and we need it. And your energy as a woman, wow, my little daughter, you're doing great.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Continue to send that positive energy, especially to the women who need, because we are just seeing for our favors, not anymore. You see women flying aeroplane and doing everything that a man can do. Not that we want to surpass them.
No. We're not surpassing them. We love them.
We can't do without the brothers.
Yes, can't.
But you just continue to keep the fire burning.
Thank you. You have brought joy to my life, which is my mom's name. So I thank you. Her name was Joy, and I hope that I can continue to pass the baton.
That song that says deep in my heart, it say, you bring joy and happiness.
We're gonna play that too. Thank you so much. Marcia Griffiths here inside Every Woman. This is the Link Up at the Chill Spot Fridays with me, Empress Golding.